whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sam Schwabacher. I'm a senior at Monica High School, and I'll be performing Drum Corps on Parade by John Pratt and Dela Cruz A2 number 1.
Excellent, great. It's nice to hear you playing both styles, the old rudimental stuff. You can't go wrong with John Pratt. Man, that guy put out more solos than I think, I don't know, Cheetah Has Bananas or something. But yeah, very, very good on the rudimental stuff. Rolls very, very clean. Great sounding drum, by the way. That drum sounds really, really nice. That speaks really well in both styles, which was very, very cool. And again, I think it could be up just a little bit higher for you. I think it's down just a little bit. If it was up a little bit higher, that gets your upper shoulders, your upper body a little more relaxed because your hands are more here. You can tell if you kind of drop your hands just a little bit, you can kind of feel the muscles kind of tighten up in the back, in your back of your shoulders there a little bit. So if the drum is up a little bit more, then that puts you in a position where you can actually use your wrist a little bit more because you know, if your hand is down here really low, you can only bring that stick up so high. If you're up here, you practically double the dynamic range that you're capable of. The drum is up a little bit higher. The rule that I use is that the top of your wrist is level with the bottom part of your elbow. You know, you know, in other words, it's just the wrist is slightly below your elbow, then you're in a position, and by keeping your elbows nice and relaxed by your side, you're in a position there where that upper body is naturally relaxed, and that way the stick can work for you in a very natural manner off the drum. The drum is tuned just wonderfully, and so you're getting a real nice stick response. And so that's, I mean, everything is real clean and clear on that thing. And is that a pearl? Yeah, that's just a great sounding drum. So that's really contributing to the clarity of everything. You got great technique. Your rolls just sound great. The thing about the Pratt stuff that I like to do to make it a little more sporty, I guess if I want to use the word, is I really try to get all those accents to bounce out of the drum. In other words, if you can, and I refer to them as the accents dancing off the head. In other words, just really utilizing that energy of the stick coming off the head. That really gives it sort of a nice swing feel, because a lot of these old Pratt solos will really swing if you get those accents, so they're coming up rather than down into the drum. I mean, the way you played it was just great, but it really kind of affects the feel a little bit. So think about making those accents, those release strokes off of rolls, and your flamenco figures really kind of bounce out of the head a little bit more, and it takes on a nice little swinging feel. Great use. Danger spot, the last two bars on that one, those flams, and like I tell everybody with flams, you really got to keep that grace note low. Because it's so easy for those things to hit the head at the same time when you're playing that kind of energy at that kind of a tempo. So that's a real thing on flams. That's just a real minor detail, you know, but that's usually the culprit when you're dealing with flams that are flat a lot like that. So really nice work on that. Delacluse. These things are just great challenges musically, a whole different style and interpretation. Real nice use of the dynamics. Your buzz rolls were just beautiful. They were just, we call the orchestral roll, the multiple bounce roll. But what I like about your rolls is I didn't hear one hand dominating the other. It was just like a kitten purring. They were just smooth, real sweet. So the double stroke rolls in the rudimental style, your multiple bounce rolls here, were just great. So I really appreciate that. Real nice. Great use of the dynamics, challenging rhythmical stuff here. The thing you can bring to the Delacluse stuff that's not on the page, and this is where you get to start to interpret a lot, is how you shape figures. The little nuance that you bring to it that allows for that little thing to kind of take it up to the next level. Case in point, well, second measure. Bump it up. See, after that 16th note, that 8th note you've got there, putting a little more weight on that 8th note. So it's almost like that 16th note is staccato. And it moves into that note, because a general rule in orchestral style playing is try to put a little more weight on your larger note values, and that will naturally add a shaping to it, because it's not an accent that you're adding, you're just adding a little more weight, so that note has a little more presence on the drum. Another great point where that happens is anytime you've got a triplet, it's moving into an accent, those kind of things. Again, a little more weight on where that triplet is going. Second measure, second line, second measure. Another great opportunity of those 4/16ths going into the flam. That kind of shaping really is something that you can add to the piece that's not on the page, but those are great ways you can interpret it to really take it up to the next level, and it makes these even more challenging, but also more fun. All right? Great job, Sam. Wonderful.